Good morning, children. Welcome back to English class. I'm Mrs. Rahula Bibi, your English teacher. Children, how are you? Hope you all are safe, healthy, and happy at home. Hope you have done your works on time and submitted on time. Right? Children, in the last class, we have gone to the summary of our first chapter in the literature book. That is, chapter 1, Engine Trouble. For some of you, there was some network issue, so let me give the summary once again. Just before that, let me ask you one thing. Have you done your warm-up activity? Have you read the text? Is the story is understood for you? Okay, anyway, let's revise the story once again. Hope you have read it and you have understood. Anyway, let's revise it once again. Okay, the story Engine Trouble, written by R.K. Narayan, is taken from his famous work Malgudi Days. It's taken from An Astrologer's Day and Other Stories. This story depicts the troubles of a common man after winning a road engine as a lottery prize. And in this story, the speaker in the story, who introduced as a talkative man, talks about an unusual experience in his life. Once there came a carnival called Gaietyland in a town of this talkative man. It provided them with all sorts of fun, gambling, and sideshows. The most attractive part of this was a lottery stall. And this talkative man bought a ticket of lottery and was declared as a winner of a road engine. His friends congratulated him. They believed that he could make a lot of money even if he sold it as a scrap. But thereafter, the boon had turned into a bane. He had to suffer a lot. He had to pay a lot of money for this. He had an array of problems due to this road engine. For finding that, you should read the textbook and find out what all are the problems are. Okay? He found several consequences awaiting him due to this road engine. This talkative man suffered a lot of troubles and he was completely in debt due to this. One day, suddenly, nature came to his rescue in an unexpected manner. An earthquake came there for his rescue, for rescuing from all these troubles. Thus, the talkative man finally got rid of all the complaints, charges, and this road engine. Thus, this story is very interesting and humoristic. The narrative technique of R.K. Narayan makes it more palatable. Narayan is really a master of creating fun and laughter from ordinary daily life situations. In the story Engine Trouble by R.K. Narayan, we have the theme of practicality, hope, luck, responsibility, and authority. Taken from his Malgudi Days collection, the story is narrated in the first person by an unnamed narrator. And after reading the story, the reader realizes that Narayan may be exploring the theme of practicality. And at last, it's a natural calamity that comes as a stroke of luck for a talkative man and solve all his problems. Again, Narayan shows the irony of the story of how a calamity that claimed several towns bears good tidings for the owner of the engine. Okay, now read the story to find out how that calamity proves fortunate for this talkative man. Okay, dears. Now read the story more than once and try to understand the story in detailed manner. Okay. Now it's time for us for the comprehension. Let's move into page number 7. Here we have reading section. Section A, answer this question, textual questions. 1 to 7 questions are there. Let's go through the questions first. Question number 1. How did the people behave when they got to know that the speaker had won a road engine? How did they react? Yes, some people got to know, when the people got to know that the speaker had won a road engine, they gathered around the speaker, they gazed at him as if he were a curious animal, and some of them also laughed at this peculiar situation. Some of his friends congratulated him. Okay, so all these things we have to write as the answer. the answer comes here in page number 2 and 3. Okay, from the last paragraph of page number 2 to page number 3 you can find out the answer. Now let's move into the second question. What did the showman tell the speaker about transporting the prize? Yeah, the showman told the speaker that all winners were expected to remove their prizes immediately. However, he agreed to keep the engine on the Gymkhana ground till the end of the season or till the end of the fair. After that, he had to make some arrangements to take it out from this ground. That is how the showman told the speaker. Question number 3. Was the speaker happy with the prize at first? Give reasons. Actually, he was not that much happy. Okay, he was actually perplexed. The speaker was not happy with the prize at first because he was confused. And we know this because the text says that he was stunned to hear he would won the road engine. Okay, so there you have to write your own answer according to your understanding level, and you should justify your reason too. Okay, if you are telling yes, you have to justify your answer. If it is no, you have to justify the answer, and it comes in page number 2. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. What expenses did the speaker have to bear because of the road engine? This is a very important question. You can expect it as a paragraph question, essay question, etc. Okay, here the speaker had to pay monthly rent of 10 rupees for 3 months, and he had to pay for Joseph for steering the road engine and 8 annas for 50 coolies, and he had to pay for temple elephant, and after that he had to pay for the broken compound wall and for the treatment of elephant, etc. All these things we have to elaborate and write as the answer here. All the expenses you have to list out and write. Okay, all these answers are coming in page number 3, 4 and 5. Okay, you have to find it and write it as the answer. You have to sum up the answer here. Now next question. Why was the speaker put in jail? Why the speaker was put in jail? For being the owner of the road engine that broke the compound wall of someone else's house and creating such chaos or creating such confusions in that place. Okay, that is why the police arrested him. And the next question is, how did the speaker try to escape paying his bill? The speaker planned to send his wife to her father's home, and then he planned to secretly run away from his hometown in order to escape from these debts. That was the plan of the speaker. Now last question. How did the earthquake help the speaker? This also is an important question for you. How did the earthquake help him? Yeah, the earthquake helped the speaker as it caused the road engine to fall into a disused well, and the well was full of dirty water, and the owner of this dirty well was very glad that the road engine fitted it like perfectly, completely, just like a cork, and he would not have to pay a great deal for closing this well. So he requested the speaker to let the road engine be in the well itself, and also he agreed to pay for some of the other expenses that the speaker had to bear because of this road engine. That is how the earthquake helped the speaker. Let's move on to page number 8. Here we have section B. The sentence from the text shows the speaker's feelings at different points in the story. Complete this table by mentioning the event which had made the speaker feel that way. Here one table is given. In the first line, the first box, the feeling is given, and the second one, the second box, you have to write the connected event with this feeling. Okay, the first one I'll give you, the others you have to try to find out yourself. Okay, one or two I'll try as an example. The first feeling here gives is I looked stunned. So here the I is the talkative man or the speaker. So when did he look stunned? Yeah, the speaker, when he had just won a road engine as a lottery prize. He was perplexed and he looked stunned. So the event comes here is when he won the road engine. So you have to write in the event section. Number 1 is when he had won a road engine. Number 2, I thought that my troubles were coming to an end. So here, when did he thought that his troubles is there to come to an end? When the event is and the speaker grew fond of the road engine and he began to believe that it would fetch him a lot of money. Okay, when he grew fond of the road engine and when he believed that this road engine would fetch him a lot of money. So that incident you have to write as an even here. Now I'll help you with the rest also. I was at my wits end. So when did he commented like this? I was at my wits end. So note the word wits end. When all of the speaker's attempts get rid of the engine were costing him a lot of money, when he was troubled due to this road engine, it had even led him to his wife threatening to leave him also. At this moment, when he became completely desperate, he had commented like that, I was at my wits end. Okay, now 4 and 5 you have to try to find it yourself. Okay, I have given the 1, 2, 3 feelings and its events. Okay, feelings are already given in the first box. I have given the answer 1 to 3. Now 4 and 5 is homework for you. Try to find out the events here. What is the next question? I looked about and raised a hue and cry. So when did he feel a hue and cry? And the next one, I heaved a sigh of great relief. When did he had a great relief? So according to the feeling, you have to give a event of the story here. Okay, 4 and 5 is the homework for you. Now let's move on to the last of page number 8, that is the writing. Okay, it's a very easy question. It's an informal letter to uncle. You have already learned about informal letter. Okay, I think you have already learned about the format and you have already a lot of examples about an informal letter. So can you revise the format of an informal letter? Yes, an informal letter starts with to address, date, salutation, dear uncle. Then you have to write 3 paragraphs. Okay, all these formats should be in the left side margin corner. First you have to write to address, then date, and then salutation, dear uncle. Then you have to give 3 paragraphs. First paragraph is an introductory paragraph, then the topic related content paragraph, and third one conclusion, and last we have to sign off the letter by yours lovingly, the name that is given in the question paper or the name that is provided in the question. Okay, this is how you have to write a letter. So here the question is, imagine that you were there at Gatelyland when the speaker won the road engine in the lottery. Write a letter to your uncle narrating the incident, mentioning how the speaker and the others had reacted and why you found it amusing. So here you have to write, first you have to start with the informal letter title, then you have to write to address, then date, then salutation, dear uncle, then you have to start with the introductory paragraph of the letter, then you have to give in this content paragraph you have to write, first you have to write as an imaginary person as you were there in the Gatelyland when these events, when this lottery show had happened, like that you have narrated all these incidents to your uncle through a letter. Okay, and don't forget that it is an informal letter, so it's I think it's comparatively easy for you. Okay, last try to conclude the letter by giving some extra ideas, and at last you have to sign off the letter by yours lovingly and name of the person who is writing the letter. Okay, this is how here you can write your name because there is no name is provided in the question, so you can write your name here. Okay, so this is how you have to write the letter. Now let's move on to the vocabulary section. Complete the sentences with the expression from the box that match with the meanings in the brackets. Yeah, will you please go through these words? What type of expressions are there? You have already learned in first lesson of course book. Yeah, binomial expressions. Okay, hue and cry. Spick and span, have you remember? Yeah, just like that. This is also binomial expression like hue and cry, odds and ends, high and low, high and mighty, back and forth, far and wide. So all these are binomial expressions. Here in the bracket 1 to 6 sentences are given, and in the bracket meanings are also is given here. So you have to find out, you have to search the correct meaning of this binomial expression, and you have to match it with the correct answer. So first question I'll help you. Okay, what is the first question? Question number 1 in page number 9, vocabulary. They searched dash for the gold ring but could not find it anywhere. I'll repeat. They searched dash for the gold ring but could not find it anywhere. In the bracket, what is the answer comes here? In the back bracket, they have already given the meaning in many different places. So you have to find out which binomial expression that is given here is that has the meaning of in many different places. Can you find out? Hue and cry, odds and ends, high and low, high and mighty, back and forth, far and wide. Which binomial expression has the meaning in many different places? They searched in many different places. So the answer here is yes, they searched high and low for the gold ring. So in many different places it means high and low. The binomial expression of the first question is high and low. I'll give you the second one also, and 3 to 6 question you have to do as a homework. Okay, second one. Feeling nervous, it's okay. She kept forgetting things and had to go dash at least 5 times. Feeling nervous, she kept forgetting things and had to go dash at least 5 times. Here, to and fro. So here the clue is given, the meaning is given to and fro. So can you find out what is the binomial expression with the meaning to and fro? Hue and cry, odds and ends, high and low, high and mighty, back and forth, and far and wide. Absolutely, it is back and forth. Okay, feeling nervous, she kept forgetting things and had to go back and forth at least 5 times. So first 2 answers you already got. First one high and low, second one back and forth. Now try to find out the rest of the answers. Okay, from the 3, 4, 5, 6 questions, binomial expressions, you have to find out by looking at the meaning that is provided in the bracket. Clear? Now let's wind up the story with the values that we have learned in the story. See, in every story we are going through lot of values. What is the purpose of learning stories in your life? In language you are learning a lot of stories. So these stories are sharing lot of values here. Okay, we are learning lot of values. We are sharing lot of values in schools like that. Through the stories we are discussing a lot of stories. So what is the value the story Ancient Trouble gives here? Let's look. Yes, the value in the text, the speaker thinks of running away to avoid the problems he was facing. Yeah, here we found the speaker was he decided to run away from his village because of his problems. So here one question is that if you find yourself in such a difficult situation, if you are there in such a difficult situation, will you try to ignore it or blame someone else for it, or will you address the situation and try to solve the matter in the best way possible? So please go through this question in your mind. Okay, whether you are going to if you are in such a difficult situation, like just like that of a talkative man, will you try to ignore the problem, or will you try to blame someone else or the show or the lottery people for this, or will you address or will you face the problem very boldly or try to solve it in a very best manner? Okay, so these are the things. So these questions here are discussing for us to think in our life. While we have a lot of problems in our life, this is what we have to do. Okay, what we have to do, we need to address our problem. Here in page number 9 last, the values are come here. We need to address our problem. We have to face our problem, analyze the situation and try to resolve the matter. We shouldn't run away from the situation. We have to face the problem, we have to address our problem, we have to analyze the situation, we have to go through all the stages, we have to analyze it in our mind, and we have to resolve the issue, we have to solve the matter. Don't run away from your life for Simple thing, we have to find a solution for ourselves. Then only we will be bold in our life. Okay. So such a value is here discussed through the story Engine Trouble by R.K. Narayan. The story discusses the value that we need to address our problems of our life. We have to analyze the situation. We have to try to resolve the matter. Okay. Thank you.